Ranked Tennessee squad trying to bounce back from a loss, still has its sights set on the postseason. Kentucky is trying to ruin that dream tonight. Mark Stoops and his squad, coming off of a close overtime loss to Texas, take the field here in Lexington. They keep it on the ground to start. This is Deshaun Bishop. Tennessee led the SEC in rushing last year. And Bishop picks up running back to start for Kentucky. And they pull it out of his belly. And now Bully will have a chance to run. He was fantastic in the ground game against Texas when big holes opened up. And Edwin Spillman finally comes in for the stop for Tennessee. Remember, star linebacker for Tennessee tonight. He's got a foot injury. Here's Bully, the freshman, once again. Uses his legs and he picks up the first down.
In lineup for the whole start of this season. Now a lot of new faces here on 3rd and long.
Sanders 6'8", 305. Kentucky sends the house and they get to Aguilar. David Rayner with the sack, his first of the season.
Bishop's going to come up and try to help out. A little bit of miscommunication as you saw Deshaun Bishop's eyes were inside at first. I think he thought Jesse Perry was going to take the outside guy. Then he had to redirect late, and that caused the pressure on Aguilar.
An opportunity for Bully in this Kentucky offense. And a huge hole on the left side. That's Jason Patterson, the redshirt freshman from Sneads, Florida, who had 7 carries against Texas, a third of his carries on the season. Force a punt on Tennessee's second possession. This is Keller Bully, the redshirt freshman, on the run and delivers to the edge to DJ Miller, the freshman from St. Louis, only his 3rd catch of the year. They've been in the gun throughout this entire first quarter. Now the 3rd possession after Bully threw a pick 6 the last time out. This is Kendrick Law, got a good block and a cut to the edge, and Law's got the sideline, and this is what Kendrick Law brings to the table. 71-yard strike. A few weeks ago, Kentucky was trying to find out how they could feature Kendrick Law more. They called the Kansas City Chiefs and say, how do you get a guy with this kind of speed, the ball in a place to score?
And then J.J. Hester, here's the initial block, great physical job there at the point of attack. And then J.J. Hester seals off the corner right there, number 4. And Kendrick Law, special athlete, physical specimen, showing the speed there. Bush, and for player-led practices, Jeremiah Thielander said, we've never had a quarterback that has done that. And not just the practices and the football reps, but got guys together outside of football.
Cats bring 4. Pocket collapses, and it's incomplete to Peyton Lewis. It was Quasheen Scott who delivered the hit on Lewis. Tennessee sends 5. Bully gets rid of it on a slant. That's short of the first down marker to Cameron Miller.
Patterson -2 from Dante Dowdell. They got to help the young quarterback out.
And they're able to fit it in to Cameron Miller, who picks up a first down.
And remember,
Tennessee sends everybody. And they complete it to Gilmore. Tries to reverse field. And the entire pile will make it a lot closer. And the ball came loose. It's still loose. Finally scooped up by Macklin. And now Tennessee's got a shot at it. It's like a grease pig contest at the county fair. And if you haven't seen one of those, you ain't living. Macklin had it for a moment. And Perlotti ended up with it. There are multiple flags on the field.
I don't even know what just happened.
Graduate level football chats. Aguilar wants to throw. He escapes a pocket and dives to the goal line. It's a rushing touchdown for Joey Aguilar, his 3rd of the season. And We're less than 16 minutes into this game, and Tennessee's up.
Still everything in front of them.
After video review, the runner's left knee was down with the ball just short of the goal line. It'll be 4th down.
Sam Pendleton is the center. Bishop is the tailback. They've loaded it up with 2 tight ends in the backfield. Bishop, left side, he's in. A 4th down conversion on the goal line, something Kentucky did not get last week against Texas, and Tennessee does it here in the 2nd quarter.
Bigger personnel to find space over the middle of the field.
Kentucky beat #1 Purdue on the hardwood last night, since you're so inclined. Here's Dante Dowdell. And by the way, tomorrow night on ESPN2, Tennessee plays host to Duke at Food City Arena. I'll be there with Jimmy Knight. 91-yard completion to Kendrick Law. He's got the pink hand warmer around his waist, top of the formation. Boley looking for him. Instead goes to the seam down the sideline and is caught by DJ Miller, and he takes it to the house. 56-yard strike with Law by the decoy.
Boy, that was great recognition at the line of scrimmage. True freshman DJ Miller is going to be. Anytime you got pressed in the slot, you got a lot of room for a receiver. See all the room on the outside there? Room to work. Didn't need it, though. A great ball right on target by Cutter Boley. Remember, he had one-on-one coverage earlier, threw it out of bounds.
Right.
You see a shell coverage to open this drive.
And so they run it. I thought it was really interesting when Joey Halsley broke down what this offense was in 22 that led the nation in just about everything.
And then that's when the run game takes off, and you lead the country in rushing last year. But I love this from Joey Halsley. He's like, we had a choice. Are we going to be okay with teams taking away our explosive? No, he doesn't like receivers blocking, and no offensive lineman has ever held in the history of football.
Here's 2nd and 17, and Kentucky with a tackle after gain of 1. Sam Green, transfer from Southern Cal, leads the way. 4-man rush. Aguilar too high. And then a pop after. Tennessee wanted a flag on a late hit, and they won't get it.
Positive yards.
And David Hobbs replaces Eason on this 3rd down. 4-man rush. Boley will take off, looking for a block. Instead, he gets sandwiched, but picked up the 1st down. Edwin Spillman coming off of a 6th tackle. You should have. You should have. I'm still critiquing. First 3rd down conversion for either side tonight. Beautiful vision and a cutback by Jason Patterson. He's got a 1st down and a gain of 18. 3rd down tonight. 5-man rush. Boley gets rid of it. This is J.J. Hester, and he picks up the 1st down. Mouthpiece came pop it off. It's a pickup of 13 when they needed 7.
Boy, J.J. Hester's a guy I have wanted to see get involved in this offense. In from Oklahoma, big body. Great job again of Cutter Boley getting the ball out quickly, but J.J. Hester is 6'5", 203. They don't really have that body type. Goes by to be physical at the line of scrimmage playing man.
4-man rush. Boley sneaks it out of there. This is a 1st down catch and run by Jason Patterson inside the 30. 61 yards of penalties for Kentucky tonight. Boley goes to Patterson out of the backfield. Leaves 3rd down 9.
Option if Tennessee brings pressure.
And they do. And he dumps it to Dowdell, and Dowdell tripped up. He'll be just short. Kentucky went for it a handful of times on 4th down last week against Texas, including in overtime.
Quarterback sneak. Yep.
Well, they hit the edge. They do it with Kendrick Law, and he's got a beautiful spin move down to the 5-yard line. 14-yard pickup. Bush handed into his bag of tricks.
You watch his stance. See that back leg? That's what a quarterback does when they're ready to drive off for a quarterback sneak. So he really sold that to everybody. Got down in that stance like he was about to just take the snap, lean forward. Instead, the jet sweep. Great call by Bush Hicks.
In the 2nd quarter, Then again, they outgained Texas by a ton last week and lost. Boley had somebody wide open, and he delivers back in the end zone for the score to J.J. Hester. He had multiple options. It caps a 16-play, 96-yard drive. It ate up more than 8.5 minutes. And he hands it off. Deshaun Bishop, former walk-on, picks up 4.
Boy, just 22 rushing yards in this first half.
Fresh set of downs for Aguilar. Over the middle again, and good coverage. Leaves it incomplete. Rashid Scott was all over Braylon Staley.
Yeah, Scott did a really good job there. A lot more coverage here to open the second half.
4-man rush. Boley gets out of the pocket on the run. Completes it to Kendrick Law, who reverses field. Somehow got out of the tackle and takes it inside the 40. It turns into a 32-yard gain for Law.
Get just a little bit as he's reading through this progression, and watch Jackson Moy. Whoop! See ya. God, the pump fake gets him every time.
Does indeed. Rodriguez.
No, it might have been on Joshua Braun, but not on Rodriguez there.
2nd and 20. Boley weaves his way through and then goes down with a slide and took a hit. Slide started at the 44.
A little bit more for sure.
Yeah, leaned on Hendon Hooker a little bit the offseason as well, picking his brain about what they did in Detroit with a lot of the run action looks as well.
Here's DJ Miller, shook a guy. Yeah, they used every resource they had with NFL teams. The Haslams with the Browns. They punt in their onesies in that family. Straight ahead after the window dressing, and Dowdell picks up a first down. Well, Kentucky's defense has had a hard time slowing down Tennessee tonight.
Complicated. Sometimes it takes a few weeks to get a game plan together that you feel really good about when you got a new quarterback.
Right. Here's Patterson. And remember, not just a new quarterback, but new quarterback in season, because they went in the portal. They got Zach Calzada. 55-yard attempt for Jacob Coway. It stays left. And a missed opportunity for Kentucky, and that double pass was wide open. Well, now 2nd and 7. There's a pulling guard. Aguilar going deep down the right side. Another big play. It's Chris Brazel, the second, with a 51-yard catch.
Back to the inside.
Aguilar fires back to the end zone. It was Brazel, but he was out of bounds. It's really interesting the way,
because the expectations are national championship or bust. I mean,
Boley somehow evades the rush and dumps it off.
They fired Ed Orgeron after 18 months after winning a national championship, right? Delander just, I said, you have zero regard for your body. Like, you just don't care, do you? He goes, no. I see ball carrier, I throw my body however I need to. Games, but thrown into the fire quickly and matured very quickly as well.
Boley lets it go to the end zone. Caught in the near corner by DJ Miller. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This is an unbelievable catch. Watch the left foot come down there. He secures the ball through impacting the ground. As
Storm. And Tennessee uses Deshaun Bishop, former Carnston College baseball, takes over for Vitello. Is going to take his talents to the Bay to work for Buster Posey. There is a comp, and I don't, certainly not one for one, but in terms of Phil, but Elander keep that recruiting class together. Boley over the middle. There's a first down for Willie Rodriguez.
You mentioned him at football and basketball games, Tom. It was always cool running into him on the sideline of football games, and he would actually want to talk football. He would ask questions about scheme and ask questions about personnel. We think that guy on the other team, how are we going to slow him down? It was as close as I've seen it, specifically with Georgia, for maybe 13 years, a decade plus. There was no pushing around of being able to win different ways, and they've carried that not only the last season, but this season as well.
Cutter Boley looking end zone. Throws short of it, and a stretch. Ball came loose. And give me a touchdown for Hester. And we'll see if indeed Tennessee recovered it. No signal. Now he says touchdown. There you go.
Rolling on the field, it's a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jaden Purple.
And J.J. Hester again does a great job here with his left hand of reaching the ball out. Great awareness of where he is. Yeah, touchdown. Again, J.J. Hester, one of those guys that little to zero role in this offense coming into today. Now his second touchdown
Against their border rival. And Josh Heupel's team stays alive in a pursuit of a playoff appearance with a 2-loss year. Joey Aguilar goes for 396 and 3 touchdowns. Josh Heupel was not happy with the offense, with the defense in the first half. They hold the Cats at 13 in the second half. Let's see if it's